Dear friends in Jesus Christ, peace be with you. Today's gospel passage for our reflection is taken from the Gospel of St. Luke, chapter 9, verses 28 to 36. This passage takes us to the mountain of transfiguration, where Jesus reveals his true glory to Peter, James, and John. These three disciples had been with Jesus every day, but on this mountain, they saw him in a way they had never seen before. For a moment, they experienced the real Jesus, face to face. They weren't just following a great teacher or miracle worker, they were standing in the presence of the Son of God. But let us notice something important. This experience didn't happen in the middle of the crowd. Jesus took Peter, James, and John away from the noise, the busyness, and the distractions of daily life. They had to climb the mountain with him. It is the same for us. If we want to experience Jesus deeply, we must step away from the crowd. If we want to hear his voice, we need silence in our lives. If we want to see him face to face, we must be willing to go where he leads us. A beautiful example of this can be seen in the life of Zacchaeus, the tax collector. He had a deep desire to see Jesus, but there was a problem. The crowd was in the way. Since Zacchaeus was short, he could not see Jesus, but he didn't give up. He climbed a tree, away from the people, away from the noise, so he could see Jesus clearly. And what happened? Jesus stopped, looked up, and called him by name. Zacchaeus, come down. I must stay at your house today. In stepping away from the crowd, Zacchaeus didn't just see Jesus. Jesus saw him, and his life was forever changed. Friends, we sometimes need to step away from the things that block our vision, whether it's distractions, worries, or even sin. So let us climb our own mountain. Let us ask ourselves, do we take time away from the crowd to be alone with Jesus? Do we remove the distractions that keep us from seeing Jesus clearly? Are we willing to climb the mountain or step into silence to hear his voice? The Transfiguration teaches us that when we make space for God, when we step away from the crowd, we will see his glory, we will hear his voice, and we will know deep in our hearts that he is truly with us. Amen.